welcome back to How to Hit a Man. I'm BurningDogFace, and I need to get up to the director's assistant so I can attend this meeting with Ms. Savalas. Before I do that, shout out to Elthwar, who says, there are gods in Buddhism. They are also just stuck in the cycle of reincarnation just like humans, and so experience attachment and suffering. Oh, and so experience attachment and suffering. Yes. It is possible to be reborn as one, and for the gods to die as well. It's closer in nature to be born with immense powers and privilege, none of which helps them achieve enlightenment on their own. So seeking to be born as a god is a distraction on the path to nirvana. Interesting. Clunk279 adds, Buddhism doesn't believe in a creator god, IIRC, but does acknowledge the existence of gods. Though they are not worshipped in any way we would consider worship. Buddhism focuses on escaping the karmic cycle through achieving enlightenment. This is something that only the self can achieve. No god or Buddha can give you enlightenment. You must achieve it on your own, as opposed to some god or savior giving you salvation. Interesting. Never heard of a religion where the gods are just distractions. But as nice as it is to listen to the rain at the windows, I should really get moving, find myself my way to the that meeting. I probably shouldn't have that key card in this disguise, but that's okay. I don't care. Odd. I can't even scan the key card or anything here. There's just nothing. I'm thinking this will have to do with the window pane on that giant clock on the side of the... Ah, there's Athena's portrait. Yes, it's huge. With the giant clock on the thing. The office wall, that's what it is. Oh, I bet the only thing Athena knows about this guy she's firing is that every once in a while she sees a guy in an ugly sweater. She probably won't even blink at the fact that I'm suddenly bald. Talk to Tim Butch.
I'm here for a meeting with Director Savalas.
I don't think it... Oh. Yes, of course. That's right. Go inside.
Thank you.
Excellent, 47. This should be a termination Director Savalas won't forget.
Mr. Jackson, have a seat, please.
I'm going to go ahead and save over here, because I have no idea how this is supposed to go down. Stupid question. What if I just immediately tamper with it in front of everybody? How did that work? What the fuck? Oh, put the crowbar away. I mean, I used a screwdriver to do that.
Have a seat, please.
Yes.
Mr. Jackson. As you must be aware, we've been running some numbers internally to measure the flexibility and productivity of people working here at the bank. Work hours, output versus input, sales portfolios, late nights and early mornings, things like that.
As you do.
I've been reviewing personnel files for the past few weeks, and a couple of files stood out. Yours, for instance.
Is that so?
I have quite specific expectations when it comes to my employees. How you appear and act reflects directly on me and this building. And, well, you've certainly managed to stand out, Mr. Jackson. Tell me, do you knit those sweaters yourself? Or does your wife do that?
A man needs a hobby, Miss Savalas.
Guard, leave the room.
Are you kidding me?
I need a moment alone with Mr. Jackson here.
Hey, if I've done it right, I won't have to do anything at all.
So, Mr. Jackson.
Up to the window.
I'm pleased to inform you that you will be able to explore your hobbies in even greater detail
Damn
in
it.
the near future.
She just
Don't
touched
get
it. She didn't
up.
fall through.
I'm not done yet.
And yet they never see it coming if I were to do something as simple as this.
That's...
But, I'm that was a very tight thing there. If that's the only time she touches the window. Okay, I'll see how this goes. Maybe she goes back and leans against it when she tells me to leave. Oh, yes, that's right. Time per.
That
Excuse me.
is Athena
Do you
Savalas,
work on this?
billionaire banker, Providence Herald,
do now.
and bane of the middle
Don't
class.
make me escalate this.
What if I do this now?
I'm serious. In fact, I'm very serious.
I feel like I'm more serious. Damn! I guess that was really just weird, probability. Once again, he just does it with
Mr.
everyone in
Jackson.
front of him.
Have a seat.
Oh, fuck, that was a goon. Why was it the goon?
Mr. Jackson,
Alright, I'll
as
listen
you
like a
must
good
be
boy.
aware, we've been running some numbers internally to measure the flexibility and productivity of people working here at the bank. Work hours, output versus input, sales portfolios, late nights and early
Yes,
mornings,
yes,
things like that. I've been reviewing personnel files for the past few weeks, and a couple of files stood out. Yours, for instance.
Is that so?
I have quite specific expectations when it comes to my employees. How you appear and act reflects directly on me and this building. And, well, you've certainly managed to stand out, Mr. Jackson. Tell me, do you knit those sweaters yourself? Or does your wife do that?
A man needs a hobby, Miss Savalas.
Guard, leave the room.
Why are they doing
I need
that?
a moment alone, Mr. Jackson. So, Mr. Jackson,
Right there would be the
I'm
moment when I have
pleased
to
to
get her.
inform you that you will be able to explore your hobbies in even greater detail in the near future. We're letting you go, Mr. Jackson. The bank appreciates your contributions over the years, but we feel it's probably best to part ways at this time. This may upset you, but let me assure you that eventually you will come to embrace this point in your life as an opportunity.
This is not my first termination, Miss Savalas.
Ah, somehow I'm not surprised. HR will send you all the relevant papers, Mr. Jackson. Please gather your things as soon as you can. Good day.
I've already gathered your things out of the
Mr.
vault.
Jackson.
And she's at the window. Down you go.
Director Savalas eliminated. Good work, 47. That's the first backup data disk secured. 2 more to locate.
Thought I'd grab that since it was there. Oh, not allowed in here anymore.
I'm glad we speak the same language.
Now I just gotta get to the lost and found. So she's dead. And that's delightful. Back to being Agent Smith instead of Agent 47.
This day just keeps
Oh, the
getting-
body bag. I was hoping to stand
Oh,
over the
man.
body, but... Hey, Athena. No one is untouchable. Odd. You really did just abandon the corpse there. What the fuck? Ah! Assassination times up. Assassinate Director Savalas by making her fall through the clock. The fuck? Assassination the Great Thief. Eliminate Athena Savalas with the golden sawed-off Bartoli 12G. Also, he's dressed like a fucking... Well, he's wearing a morph suit and a rabbit mask. I don't know what to make of that. He looks like a bank robber. Oh, there's where the glass ended up.
Damn. Glad you're on our side.
On second thought, I'll take the other stairs. I just need to remember where I left my clothes. Oh, that's right. Thread the needle. Did I ding the bell?
Nothing to report. Yeah, me neither.
Clearly, 47 is a joyless man. Oh, what the hell? Steal these random coins in the Lost and Found. Yoink! Technically, all I need to do is walk out. Let's say... Oh, that sounds like ending. Let's turn off the fuse box and fuck with these guys who are, watching the game. Oh, I should look at those things now that I think about it. Data core, a medium-sized hard drive track taken from the Milton Fitzpatrick Vault data server. Will attract unwanted attention if carried in the open. Fortunately, it's small enough to fit inside any briefcase. I was right! Well, I knew that already, but, you know, I'm glad they would say that. I mean, that was like a fucking leap for me. Oh, leather briefcase. A brown leather briefcase can be used to conceal an item. I didn't know they did that one. And then over here... It's interesting they never mention the name of the fired employee. Letter of termination, noting that the recipient should go to the top floor reception and report for a final talk with Director Savalas. Athena's backup data disk. Backup data disk belonging to Director Athena Savalas. It holds a partial image of the backed up data, also found in the vault of the bank, and now in my hand. Here's this bathroom. And once again, I'm me. Oh, and look at that. Now the exits are appearing. Let's just walk right back out the front door. After a while, I almost took it as a challenge not to take out Perez. You'd think they'd shut down for the day if someone fucking died in front of the public. Achievement unlocked. Break the bank. Complete golden handshake. Time's up. Someone could hurt themselves. Straight shot. Sensitive files. And access granted. Maintenance man. The applicant. Peeping Tom. Open sesame. The sweater. Hostile termination. The heist. Where is my stapler? Injury to insult. Hardcore. Oceans 47. The expose. Insider trading. Getting too old for this. Breath of bad air. The CEO. Nice. Clean ICA assassin. Oh, right, I think through a thing. Ballistic kill. No! Did I not load after killing someone? I don't remember that. Shit. I mean, I got a really good score even if I did spend 2 hours there. Level 85. For reaching New York level 8 in Mastery, I have unlocked the agency pickup first floor janitor room. Gray's informant can smuggle the briefcase containing a large item into the first floor janitor room. They're called janitor's closets. Waiting area bathroom. Gray's informant can conceal a small item in the bathroom, inside the bathroom near the waiting area. It's the one I kept going back to with the out of order one. Second floor bathroom. Gray's informant can conceal a small item in the second floor bathroom. I see a remote flash device. A device that explodes in a flash, blinding anyone nearby. Activated via remote trigger. That could be very useful. Small gold bar. A small gold bar that can be thrown as a distraction. If anyone finds this, they will most likely take it. Starting location, Audit Hall. 47 has assumed the identity of a bank teller and starts on the first floor in the audit hall in disguise. First floor mezzanine starting location. 47 has secured an undercover job as a janitor and starts on the first floor mezzanine. You can't have a mezzanine on the first... Oh, that's right. What if it's like a Europe-America difference right there, where one of them starts counting on the ground floor, one of them only starts counting above that. So it's... the ground floor is G, and everything above that is numbered, with 1 being what we would think of as the second floor. Oh, no name for this one. Oh, nice. He's in the suit I was just wearing.
Olivia has found something interesting. I'll tell you on the way.
Where are we going?
To Paradise, 47.
What? Oh, right, it was a DLC level, to be continued. Right now! Continue story, The Last Resort. But before I do that, well, look at the challenges I got. Oh, Jesus Christ. Pride goeth before destruction. Assassinate Director Savalas with her own award. What was this one? What? Straight shot? Assassinate a target with a head? What? The only one I thought the only one I actually killed was, Oh dear. Yeah, I thought the only one I actually killed was her, and I kicked her out a fucking window. Disguise yourself as IT. Heavy exfiltration. Escape the Milton Fitzpatrick Bank using the armored car in the basement. I like that. Discovery the other Frank redacted. Oh, it's a picture of a toilet with a gym bag on it, and on top of that is a bunny mask. I think this is where someone has stashed the costume for the robbery. I can, like, infiltrate a team of robbers? Odd. The Last Resort. You get at least the planning done. Oh, beautiful. Tropical, even. Hitman 2 presents...
So, this is paradise.
If you can afford.
Gentlemen, glad to hear you made it out of New York. Where are we?
Olivia decrypted the data 47 recovered from the bank. We isolated 3 transactions from Providence partner accounts. All made out to Haven, a small corporation operating out of the Maldives.
And what does Haven do?
To the public, they specialize in reputation management for the rich and famous. The real money, however, comes from the covert reconstruction of identities for wealthy criminals. They make people disappear.
The partners are using Haven to acquire new identities.
Yes. Olivia's been attempting to hack the Haven servers, but the owners of Haven are manually resetting the access keys every 10 hours. That, unfortunately, makes them targets.
Ew.
Haven Island is a true tropical paradise. Owned by the company's founder, Tyson Williams, the island is used by Haven as a combined headquarters and client entertainment center. Current and potential clients are ferried to the island and treated to the very best the Maldives have to offer. Michelin star chefs, a full massage spa, private huts, exercise facilities, and all the comforts of a luxury island resort are made available to them.
A new life awaits.
47. We'll be sending you in as a potential new client. We've put together a convincing cover story. You're Mr. Reaper, a thief for hire looking to disappear for a while. Your mission on the island is simple. You need to eliminate the 3 owners of Haven. Tyson Williams, founder and rumored tyrannical CEO of Haven.
Ugh.
Ludmila Vetrova, a former confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a client recruiter and handler. And Stephen Bradley, technical wizard and the brains behind Haven's proprietary software platform.
With the owners gone, Olivia will be able to penetrate the Haven servers long enough for her to secure the new partner identities.
I've uploaded all the information we have on the island and the 3 targets. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I don't rely on luck.
Well, a little wouldn't hurt.
You're wearing a 3B suit in a tropical island. I mean, I guess. Gray's in a t-shirt. I'm just saying. Eliminate. Tyson Williams, Ludmila Vetrova, Stephen Bradley. Mission active. Feels wrong without Diana saying, I'll leave you to prepare. Oh, he's not wearing the suit here. It's the Tropical Islander, which looks a lot like the one I wore in Sapienza 4 million years ago. Is that a smart casual suit? That's just a... Oh, I see. He's replaced the shirt inside the suit with a hoodie. Modern combination of classic and urban. The suit features gray pinstriped trousers, a black overcoat, and a hoodie. Perfect for the discreet yet fashionable jet setter. The Tropical Islander, comfortable and casual. This outfit with a short-sleeved white shirt and light brown shorts, I'd call them tan, is perfect for taking your yacht out for a spin. I'll wash myself. Silver baller, thank you much. Do I bring something for stabbing? Do I bring the gold bar with me? That would be kind of funny, admittedly. Is that lethal? That's not the right one. Non-lethal. I doubt that very much. But fuck it. Let's take the... Yes. I will keep the lockpicks in my pocket. Take the Mark II today. Just feeling good about it. For fuck's sake. Once again, no smuggling areas yet. Alright, Tyson Williams, who very clearly has some manner of venereal disease, judging by all those sores. Born to a blue-collar family in the American Midwest, Tyson Williams experiences a reasonably unremarkable childhood, flavored with the usual childhood dramas. Parents divorcing after his 10th birthday, death of a beloved pet, and the loss of his virginity to his high school sweetheart who left town the day after. All in all, a quite unremarkable and all-American boy's life. Once out of college, he's incapable of... Why is it in present tense? He's incapable of securing a job that fits his fine arts education, but eventually finds a job in Chicago where he works as a store detective, busting shoplifters and employees stealing from the till. He quickly finds he has a flair for the job and gets promoted to the head of the security section in the department store. One night, he confronts a shoplifter in the electronics department, and the thief attacks Williams with a knife. A physically strong man, Williams has no issue subduing the thief, but seeing the knife shakes him and he beats the man into unconsciousness. The case ends in court, where Williams gets 5 years for aggravated assault. I mean, I know I have to kill this man, but that doesn't actually seem fair. Prison time gains him contacts, but he also breaks his mental health and completely changes his personality. Out of prison, he moves to New York and starts a private investigation agency under a new name. Using his prison contacts, Williams effectively becomes an illegal bounty hunter. He hones his skip-tracing skills by finding ever more skillful marks, and gets deeper and deeper into the criminal underworld, or the criminal world even. I just assumed. Graduating from mafia-level clients to major drug manufacturers, and tracking down people in witness protection. Through his Russian mafia connections, he gets wind of a suspected con artist who has been scamming wealthy bachelors out of millions before accidentally doing the same to a major player from the Brotherhood. Yeah, I believe they call the Russian mafia the Bratva, which literally translates to Brotherhood. I'm sorry? Why did I close that? A lengthy investigation eventually leads him to Ludmila Vetrova. Her name is spelled, incidentally, L-J-U-D-M-I-L-A. But when he finally catches up with her, it feels more like luck than skill in his behalf, and so he decides to learn from her. The two make a deal. She teaches him everything she knows about clearing her tracks, and he doesn't hand her over to the Brotherhood. It quickly becomes apparent to Williams that the combination of their skills could vastly improve his company profile. All he needs is a world-class programmer, which was spelled incorrectly. He finds that in Stephen Bradley, a freelance programmer who is currently living off the money made from building a universal login tool a year earlier. Using that tool, albeit illegally, Bradley provides Williams and his company with extreme amounts of data from pretty much every social media and email account in the world. With Bradley and Vetrova at his side, Haven becomes world leaders in tracking and covering tracks of practically anyone in the world. Oh yes. Any method, any disguise. I suppose those are really for the advanced levels. Stephen Bradley. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to do before I forgot. The briefing had a shot of like a file associated with Mr. Reaper. So, active cover story. Mr. Reaper. German-American cat burglar and thief for hire, has been linked to the planning of the infamous Sierra Leone conflict diamond heist in the late 90s, the disappearance of over $5 million USD worth of pearls from a Dubai jeweler 3 years ago, and the recent theft of 6 priceless works of Renaissance art from a vault under the Shamal Casino in Las Vegas. Huh. How about that? For once, it's not being clever with it. I like that. Actual thefts and such. Stephen Bradley. Born to a classic suburban family, Stephen Bradley grew up experiencing the harsh realities of the decline of the American middle class. Scraping through his college studies, despite clear brilliance, Bradley spends most of his time in school, programming and surfing. In his sophomore year, he decides to take up a somewhat insecure career as a programmer for a startup web company. Though the concept itself fails spectacularly and ends with the suicide of Stephen Bradley's partner, dear God. He himself manages to get out on top as he creates the backbone of a unified login system that he subsequently patents and manages to convince a large social media corporation to adapt. Over the course of 4 years, Stephen Bradley is worth millions, but as his spending starts increasing, it becomes clear the lifestyle he has chosen for himself isn't going to hold. And so Bradley uses his own invention to access the data of hundreds of millions of people around the world. He sells off the data in smaller chunks, primarily to foreign powers and smaller, desperate marketing houses, but also manages to sell his data to private investigation companies through the dark web. One of those belongs to a former private detective, Tyson Williams, who takes an interest in the brilliant Stephen Bradley and offers him a steady paycheck to build tools useful for online reputation management. Together with Williams and his new partner Ludmila Vetrova, he builds numerous tools and methods to expand the capabilities of what Haven can do, exposing loopholes across most public systems in the world. Now, just 4 years after joining forces, Bradley is living the dream on his private island, doing very little actual work, as almost everything is automated. What's not to love? Weird to have comments in the peanut gallery in the files, but whatever. Ludmila Vetrova. Ludmila Vetrova is an English confidence artist of Russian descent. Sorry. Yes, sorry about that. An English confidence artist of Russian descent who made a lot of money claiming to be the heir to a great fortune. Born to a KGB couple working in the UK around the time of the collapse of the Soviet Union, Vetrova learned how to use her wits to survive in an increasingly hostile environment in the New World Order. When Ludmila was 12, her parents moved the family to the sprawling London area and settled down in a small village outside central London. Ludmila was sent to boarding school at 16, but she ran away. But at 16, she ran away, unable to fit into the rigid system at the school. Angry that her parents had dumped her in what she felt was a prison, young Ludmila traveled around Europe, eventually ending in Russia by way of train. Here she fell into the crowd of travelers who toured Eastern Europe with their caravans. It was with this group that Vetrova learned not only how to exploit the confidence of strangers, but also how to cover her tracks and disappear when needed. Together with her new family, she built a new persona for herself, that of a lost heir to a great pre-collapse family fortune. The scam worked so well, she traveled the world on the bill of eager bankers, investors, and just plain greedy men who wanted both a piece of her and her fortune. For over a decade, Vetrova lived off the goodwill of older men until she was discovered by private detective Tyson Williams, who had been tracking her activities while working for the Russian mafia. Williams saw something beyond the simple confidence trickster and took her in, promising not to report her to his client if she taught him everything she knew about social engineering and trickery. Eventually, Ludmila Vetrova went into business with Tyson Williams and his newly found partner, Stephen Bradley, building Haven from the technological backbone created by Bradley and financed by Williams. Vetrova uses her old tricks to get men into embarrassing situations, first extorting them using assumed identities on various online dating sites and hiring actresses and call girls to play the parts she designs, and then stepping in to offer them a way out. Use Haven and wipe your past clear. The perfect setup so far. Any method, any disguise, and the same goes for Bradley, who I feel was named after one of the protagonists of Tron, by the way. We're heading to the resort pier. 47 arrives at the island of the main pier. Hang on, why did it reset that? Give me that silver baller. And my lockpicks. Alright, I'm way over time, but I'll just jump in so I can save the game, since I can't actually do that here. And we'll see how the level begins.
Welcome to the Maldives, 47. The Haven Island staff is ready to receive you under your assumed identity as Tobias Reaper, a professional thief looking to retire from a life of crime. Ludmila Vetrova can be found in the public sections of the island, primarily tending to client needs. Stephen Bradley alternates between looking after a strict training regimen and working on a small private island, while Tyson Williams roams his large villa estate at the back of the island. This is it, 47. Eliminating the 3 owners of Haven should buy Miss Hall the time needed to do a full penetration and retrieve of the Providence Park.
Why did that get quiet?
Best of luck, 47.
The last resort, Haven Island, Maldives. And we're on the pier. Well. Damn, this is beautiful. Although it does help tamper things down by the fact that more than anything else, this reminds me of the luxury resort from the first act of Dead Island, which was overrun with flesh-hungry zombies. Oh my god, it is this level. I remember seeing a video once, without any context, and what I put together was, if you threw an item at a person, it used to hit them. Like 100% of the time. Like, someone made a video pointing out that if you throw a briefcase at a guy exactly as he guns the engine on his jet ski, he'll take off way faster than you can throw the briefcase, and the briefcase will follow after him until it catches up with him, and then it will knock him out. And the developer thought that was hysterical, but they still went in and changed the physics so that, it only travels a certain distance before falling now. But apparently, specifically because of that guy, they added an unlockable item in the form of the heat-seeking briefcase, which has the old physics on it, and I love that. Pretty sure I've told that story before, but I think this was the level where it happened. I assumed it was Sapienza, but hey, maybe it was this one. In any event, I'm BurningDogFace, and I will see you when we resume with more How to Hit a Man. Till then, have yourselves a great day, Burning Dog fans. Later!